It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
56 to Mike, boys. Go. You must be drinking. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Yeah, that's what I do. Mike, 56. Mike, 56. What's the run?
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off, and coaches go, 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call
all you got to do is look it
take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
36. On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
14. Broncos now.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Complete to
an explosive 38-yard pickup.
38 yards on the play. And the Broncos first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Lock now on first down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun snap to Lock. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Taking it deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 21. Broncos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
Phillip Lindsay, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Complete the tight end, Kelsey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First and 10 at the 20.
Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle to Beckham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Second down and goal. Mahomes. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On play action, Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Judy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
10 at the 30-yard line.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have two inbounds in the NFL.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Meredith. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Second and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Check 13.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Locke, he's got his big tight end, Fant, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Broncos send out their punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Broncos.
Watch 36 to Mike.
From midfield, here's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Locke.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 42-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. This is the tight end Fant. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He got 29 yards that time. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs them up for another second and goal. Here's Locke to throw. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
The pass, fumble on the play, recovered by the offense.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. To throw again on second down. Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Lock off of play action. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And the Broncos first down.
From the gun, it's Locke. Now, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. To try again after the sack. Lock, left side here, that's the tight end Fant. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Throwing his lock on third down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Loss of a yard.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got his tight end fan, and he's taken down inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On first down, Locke. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. And now it's second down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Play action. Now it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Again, it's Locke. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On second and goal, Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
On the return, the Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
You got nothing. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the screen. 43's to Mike. 43's to Mike. I'm here all day. 43's to Mike, boy. 43. Check, check.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Watch quick.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Shoot, shoot. Set.
Shotgun snap to Lock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in your broadcast.
You know I just grab a nugget when I can.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Broncos 33.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
First down and goal to go.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
2nd and goal at the Broncos' 2-yard line.
On 2nd down now. Meredith, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. And it is good, and the lead will swell to 9.
Makes the score Chiefs 42, Broncos 33.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very... And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
25, the ball.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 40 now on second down. Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And the Chiefs are going to get him. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Locke to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
36-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
2nd and 7.
Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
Today's final score, Chiefs.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different